What else we got, big
Let's talk
dog?
about Daniel Penny, man. Now, this story made headlines. I think it was a couple of weeks ago now. The image of a former U.S. Marine, a veteran, choking a homeless man, street artist Jordan Neely, in a fatal chokehold on the subway earlier in New York City. Now, today, he was surrendered to the police. He's facing a second-degree manslaughter charge. Now, he's only 24 years old, and the video is harrowing, man. Looking at that video, and it's to me, it's just like I don't know why they show shit like that. But yeah, it was crazy. And then I don't know, like even the people around it, like were they trying to help? What were they doing? Like touching his arm? I don't know. It was just a weird scene.
Grabbing his hands and holding him down,
Yeah, like
like to let it happen. It was weird.
right. And it took so long for them to even charge this dude, which was a crazy situation, man. And now the dude is a Michael Jackson impersonator. At the time, I guess he was talking about how hungry he was or something like that. You know, like I said, New York subway stuff.
Subway
It's
shit.
all types of crazy stuff going on in the subway, in particular in New York. I've never been to LA subway,
Nah.
never been to Philly subway, but I know New York subway is crazy. You're liable to see anything and anybody in those subways. But it's the norm. People ain't used to that shit down there.
Yeah.
You don't choke somebody, kill them in front of the world. But what's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts on this whole situation?
You hate to see stuff like this because then it just brings out the worst in everybody. The first thing people want to throw out there is this Nazi killed this innocent black man, right? And the dude, first off, he did kill him. He murdered that man. But we don't know if it was racial. We don't know if dude did it because he was black. He might have just clicked and seen something, clicked off safe and went and did his shit and didn't let dude go because of whatever reason. I don't like that narrative all the time until we figure out why. Now, the justice system is very racist because you look at them sitting on their hands and not pulling the trigger on this dude getting convicted when if you know if the other way around, we would have been convicted if one of us would have did this to a homeless white man in the subway. So the legal system is very racist. Let me please identify the two. I'm not sitting back saying that nothing has to do with race in this situation because clearly it does. But we can't just automatically assume dude is just based off of him choking this brother. But he killed him. You are a military vet. I think I read reports that you did some type of hand-to-hand combat before. You know, by choking somebody for that long, they're going to die. Their oxygen to the brain is going to lapse completely. They're going to start losing brain function, brain damage, death. It don't take long. You were on this man for what, 15 minutes? You killed him. Fuck manslaughter. You killed him.
Yeah.
And you knew what you were doing.
Premeditated murder.
You did it.
Yep.
Why you did it, I don't know. But you did it. And he needs to be charged as such. He needs to be convicted as such, as a man that murdered somebody in cold blood with his bare goddamn hands for no reason. For a dude doing some subway shit. Slap him and move on. Push him or tell him to get out your way and move on. Do some subway shit back. Don't choke him out and sit back and just you choked the life out of him and he's probably dead while you're sitting there still choking him. And then the people around him, we live in a punk ass world out here, boy. We live in a punk ass world because although you don't want to get in everybody's business because you don't know what people got in their mind, you don't know what people got on them, and you got to get home to your family too, right? But if you see a helpless man being choked out, at least yo, stop, chill, get off him. Right. Yo, stop, you're killing him.
Yeah, exactly.
Get off him.
Yeah,
killing him. Stop.
Right.
And it was nothing done. And that just makes me sad for humanity, man. This is a sad situation.
Yeah, and that's what I would have done, man. I would have, you would think some men would have stepped up. Like, yo, you got to stop or kick that motherfucker in his face.
Something
to get him off. It's like, come on, man. Like, I don't care about the color in this situation. Like,
right.
It could have been the other way around. Like, humans is humans.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't be killing nobody, man. So, I hope that he gets charged to the fullest extent of the law.
Yep.
Period. Because that you choke somebody, like you said, you already laid it out perfectly, man. You know the hell what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's like if you did it for a few seconds, you know what I mean? How long does it take, like, to really put some? It could be a matter of like 8-10 seconds, right?
Once he's
choking
out,
somebody, right? That's what I'm saying.
6 seconds.
So it's like you understand this, man. He could have been going to some PTSD or something. This Daniel Perry cat, ex-Marine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could have been going through something crazy. Thinking he was on the battlefield or something, just snap. I'm not trying to give him no outs, exactly. But it's like, why the hell would you do that, man?
Right.
That's crazy. I don't know, man. I couldn't sit back and just watch that shit. I just couldn't.
That's why I like the people around have to be held accountable too. Because what if dude, and nobody's trying to give this dude no kind of out. right? Because I'm sure they're gonna play that card.
Right.
Everybody's trying to get that out. But that's why somebody had to snap him out of it. Yo, stop! You're killing. Yo, get the fuck off it. And nobody said nothing. They just watched it. Hell, people had their phones out.
Yeah.
We seen it. Somebody had to record that and watch this dude die. This wasn't a cop that you were afraid to go and hit because he did something to you. This was another human being, a regular patron on this damn train. Pop this motherfucker upside his head, tell him to stop and chill out. Nothing. They recorded it. It's crazy.
And I feel sad for the family of Jordan Neely, man. This dude has already been released on $100,000 bond. So that's low for murder, even though they're calling it manslaughter. I don't see how it's manslaughter, but
dude gonna probably get off.
He might, which is crazy. If he does, they should really on some George Floyd shit. It should go crazy.
And they might.
And I'm not trying to incite nothing or anything like that, but something has to be done. You can't let that happen.
They might. That's why I say this legal system is very racist, and they already playing the narrative on the media side with dude. But the legal system is what's really fucked up because they're gonna look at this veteran. Oh, he had PTSD. He had an episode. They're gonna play that narrative. They're gonna go all through, lay all this shit out.
They're gonna say the dude had something in the system. He had marijuana in his system.
Already demonizing him and putting out his record, even though his jack that has nothing to do with this situation. They already trying to make this dude seem like he's the worst thing, a piece of shit in the world, justifying this man's murder. Like you said, though, if he get off, it's just
how you go from like any other time somebody gets killed, they going for murder one.
Yep.
Even if it was a manslaughter, they start with the murder one. Mm-hmm. They might get pled down, or a lesser, might be like think the lesser thing they go for is manslaughter. How the hell is he getting a manslaughter from the jump?
Already, bro. This fixes in.
Yeah.
What borough is this in?
Manhattan subway. Yep.
Oh shit.
Manhattan subway. You might have to bring in attorney Shabazz. I think she used to work in Manhattan.
Okay.
Eventually, when this gets closer to the verdict and all that, or when the verdict happens, she used to be a DA in Manhattan. So yeah.
Hopefully, they do the right thing. Or it's gonna be do the right thing out that motherfucker.